Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 9 of the 2019-20 exhibition series on the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sports. Now we're racing at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit for 15 laps, and we'll be able to race Group 3 category for today. So this is going to get everything. We'll get started. So this will might be able to choose the best Group 3 race car that everybody has to recommend to choose. So it looks like this will might be able to get ready to go with the Porsche 911 RSR Model 991 2017 with a UDRS livery variant. So this will might be able to have the balance of performance. Will also to be rolling up to be able to make sure to well check to see it. So good to go. So let's get ready to go. So hope you really enjoyed this watching this video. So before you're enjoying it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race and get started. Now everything is all set and ready to go to be able to take 15 laps around in Mount Panorama to be able to get very challenging to get ready. So this will might be able to take a lot of handling. Will might be able to stay balanced on this race. So this will might be able to get ready to go. So this will be able to take the top challenge. Will also to be able to begin to get ready. Now this is going to be able to take the best qualifying time to be able to see by the results to be able to give a good check. So this will might be able to get ready to get started for a good clean race. So this will might be able to make sure that we will always do the best for having a one good competition of this race. So let's go and get ready to get started. So here we go. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1, and 0. Here we go. It's round 9 of the 2019-20 exhibitions of the Nations Cup on GT Sports. So let's go and see which drivers for the Group 3 race car. So it looks like Life of Guyo with a Mercedes-AMG at the first place at pole position. Second place is SSJ Bart SSJ for the Nissan GTR. Third place is GTC Bandit for the Nissan GTR in third place. DSRT Somarbo in fourth place for the Aston Martin. Abingdon for the Ford Mustang Group 3 in fifth place. The SRT B Chevy Man is in sixth place in the Nissan GTR. Ninja Brad 80 in seventh place in the Nissan GTR. Eighth place is myself for the Porsche 911 RSR UDRS livery. Ninth place is JFB Lager 84 for the Nissan GTR. 10th place is a Mitsubishi Club with the Lexus RCF GT3 prototype. 11th place is Dog Boss 555 with the Jaguar F-Type Group 3. 12th place is Brake Axle 918 for the BMW M3. 13th place is Flightis 311 with the Ford GT. 14th place is Renault 651 Ford for the Ford Mustang Group 3. 15th place is ATK Butter Smasher with the Ford GTL and Spec 2 test car. 16th place is Hades 33 for the Chevy Corvette C7. 17th place is El Girasol for the Mercedes-AMG GT3. 18th place is JRT 13 for the Toyota FT1 Vision GT. 19th place is Rashawn Palmer for the McLaren F1 GTR Allen race car. So this is going to get ready to take the faster challenge, and the handling will be able to begin. Now this is going to be able to take the 15 laps. We'll be able to get started. So let this be a one good clean race, and be very careful. This is going to get everything very tough enough to be able to keep the grip wheel, also to keep it well steady. So here we go. This is going to be able to start on 15 laps to be prepared, so we are going underway. Now this is going to get everything, we'll get started to be able to drive fast to succeed, and then this is going to be able to have a lot of loosen up on the edge to be very careful. So have fun out there and be very cautious to be able to drive fast to be able to be on the way. Now the first turn is going to be taking the hard start. We'll be able to take the easy ways to be able to make a good clean turn. We'll also to avoid it. Now looks like this is going to go in and then take that turn, and oh, looks like JFB Lagger 84 just slammed me in by a mistake, so he should be able to be very careful. So gonna make sure to let him pass, and now this is gonna get everything past to take the uphill turns. It's gonna get in on the straight, because this is gonna be a tough handling challenge. We'll be able to have this race. We'll also to go in. Now this is gonna be able to have any accidents to be able to keep an eye out, so gonna make sure to have that yellow flag to be well checked, to be reminded for. So this is gonna get very intense to be able to have this race. Will also to go in, but it is always gonna be able to have the penalties to be able to see it there, but it will always to be able to go on. So looks like here goes the downhill turn section. Is gonna get everything will be well risk made to do it, so this is gonna be quite tightened up. Will might be able to get the handling, will might be able to get the higher skill, will also to go in. We might take some time, and then this is going to be able to take the throttle. We'll go on to the straight, because it's going to get very challenging out there to be able to be on the uphill section of the track. Is going to be able to stay strong to be able to hang in there. Now looks like SSJ is definitely going on in 6th place, so he might be able to take some time to be able to catch up on it. So him and his Nissan GTR are definitely might be able to have the best choice for the race. Will also to go in. Will might be able to catch up onto Ninja Brad 80. Now this is going to be able to take the last turn, and then looks like this is going to be able to go on to the second lap. Will also to keep going faster. Will might get there. Life of Yoiko is now definitely in the lead, so he might be able to take the chance to be able to keep up, to be able to win this race for only 15 laps amount. So this one might be able to currently in for it. So this is going to get everything. Will be able to drive faster. Will might go on to the uphill of the turns, and downhill will go to the next lap. Will also to go in. Now it's going to get everything to be well closer, and oh, looks like JFB Lagger 84 just slammed me by a mistake, and then this one might have a 1 second penalty to be able to have a little under investigation going on the way. And oh, looks like this is going to be quite getting a little bit hard time to see it. This is going to be a lot of pain effort to see it for it, so this is going to get everything to be well intense to see it. So it is going to get everything to be able to have a reaction moment to be able to see it for it. So try not to get slammed in during this race. It could get very tougher. It gets to be able to make sure to keep it well, exercise caution whenever the opponents are definitely might be able to take some time to be able to make one attempt at recovery. Will might be able to give a little bit spare time to do it. Now looks like this is going to get everything going on to the downhill section of the track to be able to go on. So JFB Lagger is now going to be able to go on to the penalty line to slow down. So this is going to get everything to be on his way to be able to slow down, to be forced to speed reduction, and now he's entering in onto the penalty line, and then he's slowing down to be able to resume speed to get back in for. Now looks like Renault 651 Ford is coming in to overtake my current position. Now this is going to get everything. We'll be able to make sure that this is going to get everything has to be keep it well checked to be able to see how it goes. So gonna make sure clean turns is going to be necessary to be able to go in. Now looks like PSRT Stormavro in 3rd place, so looks like this is going to be quite doing well to be able to keep going faster to stay on to the top 3. And then GTC Bandit is definitely in 2nd place. Now this is going to be quite brilliant, interesting to be able to see how it goes. But it will always going to see how the top drivers are definitely might be able to keep it up. Will might be able to go in. Now this is going to be able to take that distance. Will might be able to keep going in by the struggle. Will might be able to deal with some mileage speed range. Will might be able to get in. Now This is going to be able to get closer in onto the second turn to be able to make one step approach, and looks like there's the yellow flag just called in for it. So this is definitely might be the sign that this is going to be able to go under investigation. And looks like Ninja Brad 80 was definitely got hit, and then he slowed down for. Now gonna make sure to keep it well stabilized to be able to keep it nice and steady. Hope Renault 651 foresaw that, so gonna keep myself well steady because don't want to get loosened up to be able to take too much aggressive out there. That would be bad news indeed to be able to stay balanced on this race. Will might be able to hang on for. Now looks like this is going to get everything. Will also to go for a little downhill, and oh, looks like Ninja Brad 80 just slammed in onto the wall, so he will might try to take some time to do a little recovery. So this is going to be able to try for a little bit more attempt to do it. So looks like he almost saved his time, so he is going to be able to do whenever he can. So this could be his basic work to be able to practice around in Mount Panorama. So let him do his race. So we will might be able to keep going faster. Will might stay on track. Will be able to be onto the top position in no time. So this is going to get everything going in, and oh, looks like Ninja Brad 80 slams into me. So that was definitely might be pretty too close there. And oh man, looks like Hades, I just accidentally slammed into Hades 33. That is definitely might be quite pretty hard to get. Quick apology, forgive me, Hades 33. That is definitely might be pretty hard to get. That is quite loosened up on it. Now this is going to be quite pretty hard effort to see it. So that was definitely might be pretty too intense to see it. That was quite having a lot of handling problems to be able to see it this time, but this will might have the consequences to be able to make sure that this is going to be quite giving a lot of effort out there to see it. So gonna make sure to let Hades 33 to be able to catch up, because this is going to be a long way to be able to go on for, because that is going to be a very hard time to see how we tried everything we could, because this is going to be a very loosen up on the edge. It's going to get everything has to keep it well handling to be able to stay strong for. But it is definitely might be having a handling drama going on to see it. So this is definitely might be having plenty more handling issues to see how it goes, but don't want to get exited out because they just really want to try to keep up to be able to have this race to be able to go in. Now, this is going to be able to take plenty more concentration. Will might be able to find a good exact precision. Is going to get everything going in on the upper hands, but it is going to be quite loosened up on it because this is going to be able to have a little racing drama to be able to see how this will might goes. But this is definitely might be quite pretty loosened up. It is going to be quite very intense to see it, but this is going to be quite very difficult out there to be able to make sure that always going to be able to keep a good balance during this time of the race, because it is going to be a tough one out there, but it will always need to take some time for. So it looks like PSRT's Somarbo is now in the pits to be able to change the tires. So this is going to get everything will go in, but it will might need to be able to be ready to be able to take that turn. It is going to get everything to be well challenging me to do it. Now this is going to get everything going in onto the pit, so this one might be able to have the recommend call to be able to get in. Now looks like this is going to get pretty intense to see how it goes, so this one might be able to have changing of the tires as well. So it looks like Hades 33 is in the pit, so this one might be able to change tires as well to be able to go back in for. Now this is going to be able to change up into the racing medium compound tires, so looks like it is going to be quite very harder it gets to be able to see it. So this one might be able to go out, and then this one might be able to have different compound types of the tires. It's going to get everything will work well on the track. So it is definitely might be quite getting loosened up by the start. It is definitely might be able to see it. So this one might be able to have that driver ratings will might come out to effect on it. So this is going to get everything needs to be able to stay focused, has to be able to keep it well maintained, because it is going to be very tough So we should always gonna be able to make sure to be careful on this one. This has to be able to do it much well, to be able to take a lot of handling skills, to be able to decelerate on the throttle while moving on the turns is going to get everything to be well necessary to be able to see it. Now, looks like this is going to get everything to be able to take that downhill slide turn. It's going to be able to go in and make the gap distance decrease quickly by the effect until it will be able to go on the usual to be able to get in for. Now, and oh, looks like JRD 13 just got hit on the wall, so looks like Flight Test 311 survived a single collision by the small effect to occur. So looks like he's still going in, folks. He will try to do everything he could, because this is going to be able to take a lot of distance to be able to see it out there, but it will have to be able to keep it well careful, because taking a lot of patience is going to be very important while racing on Mount Panorama. Is going to be a tough one to be able to stay strong, to be able to take plenty usual skills by taking responsibility, will also to be able to avoid any accidents on any full contact is going on the way. Now, this is going to get everything will go on in onto the 6th lap, so this is definitely might be able to end the first wave, so this will might be able to hang in there. This will might be able to catch up on it. This will might be able to see how the other drivers are still keeping going faster will might get. This is going to be able to take a lot of faster effect to be able to try to make sure, because gap distance comes in the long way to be able to go on. But it is going to be able to take a lot of loosening up by the effects of the turns. It is going to get everything will go in there. Now, looks like going back up onto the upper hill turn on the side of the track. So this is going to get everything will go in to be able to make sure that this is going to get everything to be well basic made to do it. Going to catch up onto Flight Test 311, so this one might be able to hang in there. Just going to be able to keep it well maintained on the pace before going on to the downhill. It is going to be quite coming shorter it gets to be able to take for only a few seconds. So here it comes. This is going to be like a roller coaster to be able to take plenty of turns, to be able to make it nice and slow, to be able to take the steady effect we'll go on for. Now, just going to make sure that this is going to be able to take that inside turns. We'll go in, take it nice and slow, and then keep reaching up on the throttle. We'll might be able to push forward. We'll might be able to go in. Now, looks like Hyperion-Blue-GT is now in the pits, and then Bin Dun is in as well. So this is going to be able to change up the racing compound tires. It's going to be able to go soft it gets. So this will might be able to work well. And then, oh man, gonna hang in there. This is going to be able to take a lot of hard brakes to see it. So that was so close. Now, that was definitely might be too close. Rashawn's polymer is now definitely okay, and then 2.5 seconds on the penalty is going to be able to be on the clock to be able to make sure. Good thing that taking a lot of brakes is going to be the hard thing to do to be able to keep it together. So this is going to be able to press forward. We might be able to go in. And then looks like Hades 33 in 15th place is about to be able to catch up onto my current position. So he might be able to take a little comeback to be able to have everything going on since the unexpected mistake to be able to see it. So this one might be able to make it in onto the 7th lap. Will proceed. So this is going to get everything. Might get stabilized to be able to hang in there. Might be able to take a lot of racing balance. Might be able to keep it well maintained. Always going faster, always going to be able to keep a good watch on the balance. Is going to get everything to be needed in case to be able to do well for. Now, this is going to get everything will go on, so going to make sure that this is going to be able to keep a number of laps. We might be able to be remain, so 14 minutes since the start of the race, and now this is going to get everything to be able to take a long way of the battle. Is going to get everything going in. This has to be able to do perfectly, folks. Just going to make sure to be able to have plenty of practice until a perfect clean race in the future by next year. So this is going to get everything we'll do properly. We'll have to be able to keep it well steady to be able to maintain on the pace while going uphill and downhill. It's going to get everything will go closer by to be able to watch the good speed, to be able to go on by the throttle, to be able to take that handling will stay maintained. Now, this is going to get everything will get closer, so gonna make sure that this is going to get everything well properly in to be able to stay maintained, to be able to have that turn will go on the clean. Now, looks like Like a Gully Girl is now definitely in the lead still, but looks like PSRT So Marvel is now actually in second place. Now, this is going to get everything Will might be seeded for having a lot of few distance. Will might be able to go all the way. Now, looks like Hades 33 is still definitely might be trying to keep up, so keep it going, Hades 33. You still might need to catch up because this is going to be a very tough one to be able to have a lot of... Hold on, what's this? So this is going to be able to see a bit... Oh, looks like that was definitely might be giving a little pass by to see it, so it looks like one opponent just definitely might be having a little bit difficulty at the last turn, so he'll be able to try to make his attempt to be able to recover. But it is going to be a very tough one out there. Now, this is going to be able to see the fastest lap to be able to show for it, so PSRT B Chevy Fan has taken the fastest lap by 2 minutes and 3.492 seconds. He did pretty incredible for his run because he took that lap around the track. It is going to be quite taking a lot of skills of a practice, so this is going to be able to have everything since the race began. So he did pretty well. He did perfectly good to take the fastest lap. Will might be able to go in. Now, this is going to get everything to be well stabilized to be able to get closer. Gonna make sure to keep it well balanced to see how this precision goes, but it always gets easily loosened whenever it happens because gonna make sure that this is going to be able to keep a good eyes out for it. So, and it looks like Ninja Brad 80 is definitely might be forcing way to slow down, and now he's already in onto the penalty line, so this is going to be able to make this chance to be able to take a little bit time to regain his speed due to the penalty effective by having a little impact on the wall. So this is going to get everything has to be able to make sure this will be able to take the competition of a balance, has to be able to stay on it. We're always going to be very careful. We'll do the same to be able to maintain on this situation. We're also going to be able to stay on a good position. Now, looks like this is going to be able to going in on to the 9th lap. So almost there, folks, because this is going to get everything getting closer for lap number 10. So this one might be able to make it there. So this is going to be a very tough one to be able to stay together, to be able to have a lot of good balancing effect, to be able to keep up on the pace. Will might be able to see how this will might be able to find a good rhythm of this race to be able to hang on for. But this is going to be a very challenging situation. Will might be able to stay on it. Now, this is going to get everything has to see how Ninja Brad 80 is definitely might be able to try to keep up. Or taking a little chance for a clean turn is going to be his common option to be able to keep trying. Will always to be able to have the inside turn will do the best. Now, every time that this is going to be able to take a little bit turns of the effect by having his Nissan GTR in the race, but he will still learning because he will always to be able to make sure, because taking a good turn has to be able to make it perfect, while taking the uphill and the downhill section of the track is going to be quite doing well stabilized to be able to make it perfect without having any having a little problems going on. So looks like this is going to be able to have a little bit moment. So taking the right thing. So I'll let Hades 33 to take the 13th place. So this is going to get everything has to be keep it well properly to be able to stay on the good balanced position for him and his Chevy Corvette C7 library as a GTE Pro. Kind of say that it looks very remarkable to see this library is very competitive to be able to drive faster on the track. So good thing that's the best choice that he just used for the race. Will might be able to do an excellent opportunity to see how this goes. So this is going to be able to take a little bit more time into the pits. So this one might be able to have a new set of tires will go on. Now, looks like going in onto the 10th lap, we might be able to get nearly there, so only 5 more to go. This is gonna get everything. Will might be able to survive this race, but always having mistakes happens all the time, so gotta make sure to be reminded yourself, because this could be a very tough one to be able to have a good clean race. Will might need to be able to get together to be able to have this race. Will also to go in. Now this is gonna get everything. Has to take that inside turns, and now looks like this is gonna be even see the top 3 drivers are still trying to keep up, but this is gonna get everything to be well made to see it. PSRT Marble is still keeping up while it's in 3rd place, so this is gonna be able to take that determined chances to see how the top 3 drivers are still going on to be able to keep up on the rush. Racing around the Mount Panorama is going to be the only risk option for them, because this is going to be able to take a lot of possible balance to be able to stay on, and looks like this is going to be able to make the passing attempt onto 12th place. So this is going to get everything to be proceed to be able to make a good closer bounce and slowing down to be able to give a little hard to effect to see it, while Ninja Brad 80 is definitely might be able to take some time to make one attempt at recovery. Now this is going to be pretty difficult, so looks like the tire is definitely might be getting a little bit lower anytime soon, so gonna make sure that this is going to be able to have 1 pit stop remaining, because this will might be able to have what it takes to be able to have all bets are up. So this is going to get everything will go in. Will also to be able to make sure to keep a good balance. So it always takes about this one many times for it. So now looks like PSRT Marble is back in onto 2nd place, and oh man, looks like I just definitely got spun out. So that was definitely might be pretty loosened up on the grip. That was definitely might be pretty bad to see it. So gonna make sure to keep it well made, stay together. This will might be able to have that time to go into the pits. This will might be able to go in to take that medium compound racing tires is going to get everything to be necessary. Will might be able to proceed. Now this is going to get everything. Will might do 1 more pit stop remaining, so this is going to be able to take some time. So looks like taking some few scratches on the front bumper, so this definitely might be able to have repairs after this. And now looks like coming back in on the run, so looks like moving on into the 11th lap. Hyperion-Blue-GT is still takes the lead before PSRT Marble is about to catch up, so this is going to be able to take that lead. Will go in for the 2nd place driver, so this is going to get everything. Will might be able to have that track map to be able to show on the top left, or maybe the top right is definitely might be able to see it, so this is going to get everything. Will go in for. Now looks like Hyperion-Blue-GT is in the pits, so PSRT Marble is about to take the chance to be able to be in 1st place. So looks like this is going to get everything to be well quicked up to be able to have that charge changed up quickly as possible. So still maintain on the struggle for 1st place, and now this is going to be quite very excellent to be able to see how this will go, because this is going to get everything to be well challenging ways for the 2 drivers, or definitely might be able to take the top 2. Will might be able to proceeding in onto the finish line. Can they able to see which one of them are going to be able to reach up to the finish line at the podium? So this is going to be able to be ready. Now looks like this is going to be able to have that gap distance to be able to show. So it looks like definitely might be in 15th place, but this is going to get very longer it takes to be able to stay on track. So it always happens to be able to loosen up on the balance, because this is going to get everything to be well challenging to be able to see by the struggle to be able to make sure. Gonna make sure that this is going to get everything. We might be able to take 2 pit stops as anything is possible, so this one might be able to take a lot of faster distance where we might be able to go in. Now this is going to go on in onto the 12th lap. Things will might be able to get in there, because we will try to do whatever we could. So it always giving a little effect on any other performance is going to be very challenging. We might be able to get in. Now, this is going to be able to take that turn. We'll also to be able to do it perfect. So this is going to be able to take plenty of throttle turns. It's going to get everything to be well necessary to be made for. So that was definitely might be quite coming in for it. So it looks like Ninja Brad 80 is definitely in 14th place. So it looks like 8033 is definitely might be doing okay if he's in onto the top position. So he will might be able to try to keep up. We're always going to be able to take the little comeback onto the mid position. It's going to get everything going in to see it. Bet it was, but this is going to be able to take longer distance. We might be able to take some time for 1 minute and 24 seconds on the gap distance ahead. Now it will also going to be able to go on to be able to have everything we could. So this is going to get everything to be able to stay on track, and this is going to be able to take plenty of oversteering turns for front engine and mid engine race cars are definitely might be able to take some time to be able to catch up. Now looks like Dog Balls 555 is now definitely might be able to keep up. So currently in on to 17th place. So this is going to be able to take longer. Will might be able to hang on for. So this is going to be able to take that difficult race. Will might be able to stay faster. Will might be able to get much handling to be able to go in. Now looks like 8033 is now definitely in the pits. So this is going to be able to change up the tires. Will also take some time to be able to be ready to come out. So looks like this is going to be able to have a little bit more time to be prepared for it. So this one might be able to stay on in onto the 13 laps. So this one might be able to get in to proceed. And now it looks like this is going to get everything has to go on for. So it looks like Vincent is still driving in 3rd place. So he will might be able to catch up to the 2 top drivers, or definitely might be able to take the battle going on to be able to drive faster. Will might be able to be in onto the finish line. So it will might be able to reach up into the 14 laps. So this is going to get everything will be nearly there to be able to get in by the approach. But we will still try to keep up because this is going to get everything to be well challenging to see it. But it's a challenging, tough situation for this round. So gonna make sure to be able to keep it well careful to be able to avoid the penalty. So it is happens all the time. So gonna make sure if we had to be able to do the best by having much support to be able to be well appreciated, to be able to get much enjoyable, to be able to have this race will go in. Now this is gonna get everything has to keep trying. So hope I could probably able to have everything to take that turn. It is going to be able to take the struggles, but it is going to be able to take much handling. We might be able to go in. It's going to be a long rope to be able to get in. We'll also to be able to stay on for the distance. Now the other drivers are already in onto the 14 laps, so we'll be able to proceed as well to be able to take that turn. We'll go in to be able to take the faster ways to get in. But it is going to be able to take plenty much turns to be able to see it. So it is always happens all the times that few other racing moments on each spin outs and crashes has definitely might be quite coming into its pollution to be able to make sure that this is going to be a very tough moment to be able to have this race. We might be able to proceed to go in. Now looks like this is going to be able to have the full check on the Porsche 911 RSR currently driving in for. So it looks like UTRS is definitely might be able to have a lot of situation time to be able to keep it together, to be able to see it while I'm trying to be able to do my best for the team. So this is going to get everything to be raced to be united, to be able to restore the moments, and then this is going to getting closer. So this is going to be able to take longer ways to be able to get on for. So take some good turns and then going to make sure to keep up the pace, but also to be able to go on. But it has to be able to take take some time. We're always going to be able to make the perfect turn. We'll also be able to stay perfect to be able to take a lot of chance, but taking a lot of best moments at the top position at the start, it also goes in onto the bottom that this is going to be very challenging. It gets to be able to go in. Now, looks like they're already in onto the final lap, so looks like this is going to be it, folks. So the top two drivers are definitely might be going in. So Lapagurigo and PSRT Sormarbo are now going to be ready to take the final lap to be able to go in. If one of them are about to be in onto the checker flag, so this is going to be it for having a lot of moment to be able to see it out there. This is going to get everything. We'll be able to see how the two are definitely might be able to be ready to reach up onto the finish line. So check the course map on the right while racing. So this is going to be able to get nearly there. So hope it does might be able to get behind by the Sutton approach. So this is going to be able to proceed to be able to go in. Now this is going to be able to get closer. So looks like the banner's up, and then this will might be able to have the time will go in. So looks like I'm already in onto the 15 laps. So here we go. Let's proceed to be able to reach to the finish line to be able to go in as well. Now this is going to be able to get closer to see which one of them are about to be able to get in onto the finish line. So it looks like Lapagurigo is about to be in onto first place. So gonna make sure to watch and see how the other drivers are going in. This will might be able to take the guess. Will might be able to proceed in. Looks like Lapagurigo takes first place on the podium. Looks like he finally did it in the lead by taking first place at the finish. Way to go, Lapagurigo, you did pretty well. Now PSRT Somarbo takes second place at the finish, and then looks like this is going to be able to take that time remaining to be able to go in. So hurry up, and then let's get to the finish line before this will might be able to have a time over. Ebi and Dunn takes third place. He did pretty good job out there. That he did pretty well. So this is going to be a very faster moment to be able to enjoy it. So looks like that was a very challenging epic race out there, folks. This is going to be a very challenging for us if we have to keep trying. We'll also to stay on a good balance of this race. It has to be able to make it perfect, but it is a very challenging situation to see it out there. So this one might be able to have a 15th place finish. So looks like this is definitely might be able to have a good outcome results to see it. So this one might be able to have a 15th place finish. So this one might have a 151 points earned. So this is definitely might be able to go in. We might be nearly there at the final round of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup. We might be able to get ready. Now this is going to be able to have the 15th place earnings. So this is definitely might be able to take a lot of outcome by the results to be able to see it. So this is definitely might be able to congratulations to Lapagurigo for the win. So well, folks, the important hard thing by learning a lesson to be able to learn as. So this is going to be a very tough race if we have to make sure to be able to have a good balancing position. We'll also to make a good moderation. We'll have to keep up. We'll always to keep trying. So having mistakes is going to be a hard thing to do. So gonna make sure that we're almost gonna be ready for the final round of the race. So let's just gonna be prepared and do the practice whenever we can. So we might be able to get ready to get started. So we're almost there. We'll make sure we'll have to be able to get ready for the next round of the Nations Cup. So we should probably able to do it much perfectly if we had to be able to race smart whenever we can. It's a challenging way to do it, so we might need to learn to be able to keep trying. We'll always to do the best, doing the best behavior, and try not to do anything mistakes as possible. So we have to be very careful during this time of the competition. Okay, folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sports, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, Stay cool.